Hey there, and welcome to your weekly makeup coaching session. I am Salina Beasley. I am your makeup coach. I teach online business owners how to do their makeup for the camera so that they can show up as the face of their brand in their webinars, in their course modules, in their social media reels, looking the part of their success. And in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, today is all about makeup for mental and emotional health. And this is one of those topics that I have wrestled with. This is a bit of a deviation from the norm. I'm usually here with my brushes and my palettes and my colors and teaching you color choice and application technique. But today we're going to go dive a little bit deeper. We're going to get a little bit into the heart behind why we do what we do. Being an entrepreneur is it's easy to lose sight of yourself. Whether you're an entrepreneur or you're just a woman in the world, it is very easy to feel swallowed up. It's easy to feel lost. It's easy to feel unseen. Research shows that makeup is actually a powerful tool to boost your confidence. It's a powerful tool for self-care. And so today I want to talk to you a little bit about that. Now this, for me, is a challenge. In fact, I did not want to teach this. In fact, I don't want you to even think of this as though I'm teaching it. I am really saying this out loud because I need to hear it myself. When I knew that this topic was coming up, I really wrestled with it. As recently as this morning, I woke up with a scratchy throat and I was like, maybe I'll lose my voice and I don't have to teach my live. Because this is a big challenge for me. I admittedly am someone who has battled depression and anxiety on and off different seasons throughout my life. I hide behind humor and irony, and I'm in the online space. I love getting into other people's worlds and being in other people's stories because that's a comfortable place for me. And so peeling back the curtain a little bit and being a little bit more vulnerable is less comfortable for me, and leveraging a topic that I am familiar with, like makeup, which I could talk about all day, to reveal something that is maybe a little bit more vulnerable and uncomfortable to talk about. It's definitely a challenge. Like, I have my notes. I don't like to reference notes when I'm teaching a live, because I like to think of it as like, hey, we're talking over coffee and we're just having a conversation. But I don't trust myself today. I don't trust myself to not just like completely go off topic and start to like go over like, hey, here's how to apply your eyeshadow. So this is me staying on track. But I am personally on a journey of self-discovery, and I want to encourage you to come on that journey with me. And I have found that in this world of makeup, it has been a powerful tool that has helped many women, many entrepreneurs to explore themselves and discover themselves on this journey, and to encourage their mental and their emotional health. How does something that addresses the surface touch deeper into the heart and into the soul? How does something like makeup impact my well-being? Well, it does it in a few different ways. The first is through self-expression and authenticity. Makeup is a canvas for your emotions. So maybe you caught the interview that I did last week with Tracy Beavers. She said perfection is boring. I have just been sitting on that with that quote all week. Perfection is boring. She said your audience wants to see your imperfections, wants to see your quirks, the things that make you, that they want to see, oh, you're a real person. They don't want to see you in your perfect, pristine, and that's not why I teach you how to do your makeup. I don't teach you how to do your makeup because I want you to put on a mask for your audience. That's not what we want. It's an opportunity for you to be able to express yourself, for you to be able to curate an image that you can turn on your camera and go before your audience and say, hey, I am feeling really uncomfortable today bringing this topic to you, and allowing your authenticity and your self-expression to shine through that. And makeup is just a tool that enables you to be able to do that. In this journey, it's easy to forget why you started this journey in the first place, this journey of entrepreneurship. I know I was talking with a friend this week. She was like, I'm just thinking about going just completely back to the drawing board here. Like, why did I say I wanted to do this in the first place? Like, why did I want to start my own business? Why did I want to launch this thing? It's very easy to just get in that spiral of like, why did I want to do this? And I'm forgetting why I want to do this and who am I in the process. And just allowing yourself to authentically express yourself through something as simple a medium as makeup can be a powerful tool. The second way that makeup can boost your mental and emotional health is that it allows for moments of serenity. Life is a cluster. I'm gonna say a whirlwind. Whether you are running a home, running a business, a family, life, we say around our house, life be lifing. From one day to the next, you can map out your perfect week, okay? But how often does that happen? Life is just, sometimes you're just kind of hanging on and it just feels like it's taking off without you. And you are just like, okay, I'm just going to hang on for the ride. When I sit down at my vanities, I'm sitting in front of the mirror and I've got my brushes in hand. It's this 5, 8, 10 minutes where I just take a breath. How often do you do that in a day? How often do you just go, okay, I'm just going to sit. How often do you sit down in a day? I mean, unless you work at a desk, but even so, just, you're putting out fires, you're troubleshooting, you're strategizing, you're constantly thinking 5 frames ahead. How often do you just sit and gaze? And again, I'm saying this to myself. This is not me teaching today. This is me challenging myself and you eavesdropping into this dialogue I'm having, talking to myself, because this is something that I have not grasped. This is something that I have not mastered by any stretch of the imagination. Sitting still, being still with my own thoughts and with my own reflections is something that I resist. And so the very act of sitting, even for 5, 8, 10 minutes in front of the mirror and taking a breath, connecting with myself and doing my makeup, I have to be extremely deliberate about that, because I think the world is going to fall off its axis if I sit down and take a breath. Can anybody relate to me? Is this the me neuroses? Because this is just a window into my neuroses today. So makeup as a tool for mental and emotional health, it's an opportunity for self-expression and authenticity. It's an opportunity for you to take a moment of serenity, take a breath. And number 3, it's a moment to boost your confidence. There was a Harvard study done years ago that showed that women who wore lipstick performed better on tests. It's true. There are psychologists that study the psychological impact of color and makeup on productivity, efficiency, and performance. And studies show that makeup is not just about enhancing your physical beauty. It boosts your confidence. And for those of us, especially those of us that are in the entrepreneurial space, confidence this is your secret weapon. This is your confidence is contagious. We are faking it till we make it. And when you feel confident, I am living proof of this right now. This is an extremely sensitive topic for me. And I took a little extra time this morning to do my makeup. How did I do? Because I knew I needed that extra boost of confidence to not bail on my live this morning and come to you and turn on my camera and talk to you about makeup for mental and emotional health. Because I needed that boost of confidence. And I love telling this story. I had a friend in college who she called them exam day panties. And whenever she had a big exam and she needed to feel good about herself, she used to put on her special exam day panties. And that's how I think about when I'm teaching people how to do their makeup for these special occasions or these platforms that they're gonna be on, and they need to level it up a little bit. I'm like, you got to put your exam day panties on. This is not your normal day. Like, you've got to feel radiant, and that has to shine, and that has to just leap off the stage. It has to leap through the camera, and makeup can help you do that. Number 4, makeup for mental and emotional health can help very much with inner healing. So entrepreneurial journeys with just like anything in life can come with their fair share of emotional scars and trauma. And I know that trauma is a word that seems to be used. I hear it a lot lately. But as I'm delving deeper into this topic of trauma and hardship, I'm learning that victims of trauma are left feeling powerless, are left feeling like they don't have any choices. And which is not true. But part of the healing journey is discovering you certainly do have choices. You certainly have a lot more choices than you think. But sometimes the simple act of choosing a color, a brush, a technique, an approach, empowering yourself in the midst of a season where you feel powerless. Maybe it is in your business. Maybe it is a result of some past trauma, or maybe it's you just can't get that thing in your organization to work, or that you just can't figure out what's working in your industry. Whatever it is, sometimes just leveraging the power of choice in a simple way, like choosing the color of lipstick that you're going to wear today, or choosing, I'm going to wear a bold eye today. Or you do have choices. You probably have a lot more choices than you realize. But why don't we start small? Why don't we start with something simple? And this is a big conversation. I was in psyching myself up for this conversation today that I was going to have with you. I was reading about professionals that work with helping families transition from homelessness and helping women find jobs and enter the workforce and transition into professions, and how therapeutic it is to for them to have color choices and to be able to decide which approach they want to take with their makeup, and how that is, it's a basic step and it seems like a small thing, but how powerful that is and how transformative that is for them in their journey toward change and empowerment. And I'm going to cry. I think that's so beautiful. I'm guilty of I have so much pride, and in my pride, I'll be like, oh, I don't need that. I'm fine. I'm okay. I that's silly, but it's true. Like, I feel the same way. I'm like, I'm really feeling shaken up today. Okay, so during my pregnancies, I shared with you earlier that I have a history with depression. I had 4 babies, and with each baby, the postpartum depression got worse and worse and worse. And I found an outlet with style and with makeup and dress. During that season, I would get like fully dressed to stay home with my infant. Like, I did hair, makeup, jewelry, shoes, bag, the whole thing to stay home with my infant. And I remember one day going outside to get the mail, and my neighbor was like, "Where are you going all dressed up?" And I was like, "Nowhere. This is for me." And she was like, "You look so cute." And I was like, "You can pretty much bet that the cuter I look, the crappier day I'm having." She's like, okay, that's good to know. But it's kind of true. Like, it kind of has become a thing for me. It's like, the more I feel like powerless, I feel like things are kind of spiraling out, or I feel like, bummed out or whatever, I will pamper myself head to toe, because it's like, okay, at least I can do that next thing. Yeah, okay, I can wash my face. Okay, I can do a mask. Okay, I can wash it off. It's like one next thing. Okay, I can do the next thing. And I think when you're in a space where you need healing and you need some safety and you need some stability, just the simple act of pampering yourself can provide that for you in a way that, again, may seem, me and my pride, that might seem kind of weak or silly, or like, what? Go get to work. Brush that off. Shake that off. That's how I talk to myself. But can actually have a powerful impact. Makeup for mental and emotional health is about embracing self-love. And that is one of those phrases that my pride goes, other people need self-love, not you. Yes, I am, when it comes to self-love and being kind to self, I am like the chief of sinners. And the act of looking in the mirror, for some, can be near impossible. I was listening to a podcast yesterday about a man who was so full of shame, he left his, what do you call it? Medicine chest mirror open at all times because he didn't want to look at himself in the mirror when he was brushing his teeth and washing his face because he was so full of shame. And I thought, wow. So for some, I think one end of the spectrum is that it's painful to look at self for whatever reason, for reasons of shame or disappointment or regret. The mirror can be an enemy. And I think for others, maybe for those of us that are just in a hurry, or for it's just a necessary evil. It's like, okay, I have to slap this on. I have to do this face. I have to do my makeup. You know, I when we say most of the time, I have to do my makeup. When was the last time you ever just said, I get to do my makeup? Like, I get to go look at myself in the mirror and appreciate the image staring back at me and appreciate the person that I see that is working so hard, that has weathered so many storms, that has, yes, imperfections and maybe weird features and lines and wrinkles and scars, but hey, I'm really grateful for her. Like, how often do you do that? I told you I might cry. So I wanted to kind of give you a little challenge. You can do as much with this or as little with this as you like. But I wanted to encourage you that if you need an opportunity to take space in your life, like to take a moment to sit and to breathe and to practice some things that bring you joy and healing, to allow that 5, 8, 10, 15 minutes where you sit with your mirror and maybe a brush and maybe a lip gloss or maybe a mascara. Or hey, if you hate mascara, don't wear it. Don't wear it because I tell you to. Don't wear it because, your look is not complete if you don't wear mascara. Don't. To heck with it. You wear it because it makes you feel good. But maybe on your vanity, you have some affirmation cards. Maybe that's where maybe that's your podcast time where you listen to inspirational music or podcasts or leaders that you really respect, and you allow them to speak into your world, and that's your refill time. Even if it's 5 minutes. Maybe you have a diffuser going, and you have, take some time to curate a selection of essential oils and make it a multi-sensory experience, or put some affirmations on your mirror, or write them in lipstick on your mirror or something. But take a space, curate a space. I'm not a master at this. This is an extremely difficult, I'm preaching to myself here. But just know that as a woman entrepreneur, from one to another, I get you. The path that we have chosen is, we got to be a little bit nuts to do what we do. It's challenging. It's rewarding. We got to be a little crazy. I think mothers, runners, and entrepreneurs, we got to have a few screws loose. Just a few. We got to be missing a few. Yeah. Because this is hella hard. We have to be resilient, courageous. We have to be incredibly in touch with our inner self. And I don't know about you, but I am in the market for any tool I can possibly get my hands on to help me access those places of wholeness and stability and connection and gratitude and all of the things that are going to keep this from going off the rails. Thank you for letting me share a little bit from my heart, my story, and so you know that it's coming from a much deeper place than just, hey, look good in that color. Speaking of you look good in that color, the 7-Figure Image Challenge is happening again. And so if you've not signed up for that, or maybe you've done it in the past and you're like, hey, I need a refresher, you can register for that again and go through it with me again. This is 3 days dedicated to how to choose your best colors for the camera and how to learn how to apply a camera-ready makeup look in 15 minutes or less, with a bonus installment. So excited. A live bonus Q&A all about camera makeup secrets for a more magnetic personal brand. And this is if you have in the next 60 to 90 days an opportunity to show up for your brand, your business, you've got a platform, virtual or face-to-face, that you are excited to showcase your business, and you are like, I've got to up-level my personal image stat, this is the perfect opportunity for you to do that. I would love to be your guide. Thank you for joining me today, and have a fabulous, fabulous day. And I will see you for next week's makeup session with me. Talk to you soon. Bye.